5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi guys, it's Blake and welcome to my channel. I just want to start this off by saying that it is literally 1:37 a.m. right now. I don't know what it was. I was super tired, but suddenly I got this burst of energy because I just had something I wanted to talk about. I currently have my glasses on and I just threw on some clothes. I'm going to take those off just because those are like my embarrassing old falling apart glasses, but I put this shirt on because this is kind of like the topic of what I'm going to be talking about, and it's just being nice. I've been pretty open with you guys about the things that I've gone through and like the mental health problems that I've had, and if you haven't watched those videos, then feel free to watch me like be a total mess, but life's a mess. Anyways, so I just want to get on here and talk about how life is really hard. And I mean, there's a lot of good in life. There's so many amazing experiences and there's so much like beauty in the world. There's love, there's compassion, and we see a lot of amazing things happening every day, but we also see a huge show happening every single day. Things seem to be a mess and like every single thing seems to be falling apart. Whether it's a freaking fire, whether it's the elections, whether it's protests, whatever. It's just like the world seems like it's falling apart and like it's such a terrible place, and I struggle with that sometimes because it's easy to get in your head and be like everything's awful, like get into that negative cycle of the world is falling apart, and like I find myself feeding into that, and I feel like it also reflects into my life because I go day to day and have that negativity with me. And I'm not saying that it's good to ignore those issues. It's definitely good to be aware about what's going on in the world and support the causes that you believe in, but at the same time it's important not to completely take on everything that's happening in the world, or else we're gonna go crazy. What I'm saying about this is, and I'm sure a lot of people are out there like, you have such a good life and like you're so privileged, and I'm acknowledging that I have an amazing life and I'm very fortunate to have the things that I have and to have the experiences that I have. I guess the point of this video is just like acknowledge that, yeah, like life can really suck sometimes. Life is really hard sometimes, but at the end of the day, like, we're making it through this. Like every single day like that we are on this planet, we just keep pushing forward. That's all we can do. When you sit there and like things are so bad, like when I've been sitting there in my worst moments, and I've had some really bad moments lately, the darkest times in my life, I just sit here and I'm like, well, you know what, like the only thing I can do is keep moving forward, and I can either like feed into this and feel depressed and just let those demons overcome me, or I can keep moving forward. I can keep trying to persevere, and it's really hard. Like in those moments when you're just, everything is falling apart, you just want to think, you're like, oh my god, just give me like a freaking break. Like sometimes I've been sitting here, or give me a break, give me a freaking glass of wine, I don't know, but sometimes I sit here and I'm just like, the first instinct of me is like when something happens, when everything goes wrong, when like my life seems to be falling apart, the first thing I think is like, kill me now, which is the worst mindset to have. Like who has that mindset, like kill me? Like that's so terrible. I think it just goes back to the days where I was struggling with like such bad depression that was my first thought, and I'm trying to change that mindset. And if you guys have similar mindsets, if your first thought when something goes wrong is like, oh, kill me, like life is terrible, like we really have to work on getting out of that mindset. And it's not just like me, I know there's so many other people out there, and if you guys are hearing this and you can relate, then like knock it off. So it's like, this is my message to everyone. Yes, life is hard sometimes. Yes, life sucks. Like everybody knows that. Everyone has that basic understanding of like what the f is going on, you know? But at the same time, life can be really beautiful, and we just need to keep persevering. We need to keep pushing forward. If like you are having a hard time right now, I just want to say that I understand. There's so many people that understand and have been there. There's so many people that have had those hard days, and I'm sure you've had those hard days and you've overcome them. You will get through this. Like just stay strong. Like that's at the end of the day, like there's nothing you can say to make anything better, and everybody, whether they're big or small problems, everybody is valid to their feelings. And like all my hands are going everywhere, I'm sorry, but I'm getting passionate, but everybody has the right to feel the way they do. And I feel like a lot of people told me over the years, it's like, your problems aren't like important, like everything that you go through, it's like never anything like, oh, you're not struggling in this way, that's like, your struggles are smaller than what other people's are. And yes, but that doesn't mean my struggles and the way I feel isn't valid. That doesn't mean, so let's say you're struggling with something, whether it's small, whether it's somebody that broke your heart. It's like somebody else might say that and be like, well, at least you're not dying. Well, yeah, at least you're not dying, but it doesn't mean that it hurts. Like, there's so many people that are willing to like invalidate how you feel, or you might be telling yourself like those feelings aren't valid, but they are. Like, your feelings are valid, and the way that you feel, you have a right to feel that way. If you're going through something, take the time you need to heal. Focus on yourself, build yourself up. Like don't worry about what anyone else has to say about you. That's the learning lesson. Like, screw what anyone thinks. Like, you're just on your path doing you. I'm on my path doing me. It's like, at the end of the day, I get mean comments, I get terrible things all the time, and it's like, at the end of the day, it used to affect me. Now I'm like, screw you. Like, I have stuff to do. Like, I am working on my school. I am bettering myself every single day. I might have these rough days where I'm not shaving, my hair's a mess. I recently I hurt my foot. I was walking in my closet and I was being messy, and I cut up the side of my foot and have hardly been able to walk on it, but I'm feeling better now. Things are okay, but that was a bad day. Anyways, because of that, I like haven't been able to get it wet, and so like I've been like having to wash my hair in the sink, and things have been a little rough. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but you know, everybody has those moments that suck. Right now, it hasn't been the best time for me, but I am gonna get through this. You are gonna get through it, and you are gonna, if you're watching this now, and if you stayed through this video, thank you, I love you. But yeah, this is just my message. Stay strong. You got this. I got this. We're in this together. I just want to say I love you guys so much. Follow me, subscribe to me on here, follow me on Instagram at BlakeAllanX. Do all that good stuff. If you want to just talk and have these moments from time to time, I talk about rants, I talk about a lot of stuff, or I'm going to start talking about a lot of stuff. So yeah, without further ado, I love you so much. Thank you for being a part of this messy channel, a part of my messy life. And just remember, you guys, that life is a mess. Life is literally the biggest mess. So let's be messes together. Yeah. Bye.